Okay, no response.
Hey sir, are you okay? Hey sir, are you okay? Help! I need help. Can you please call Blue, dial 666 and get an EED and please bring the crash cart.
Yep, this is great. Why? Yeah, you're 245. It's 115 now. So get the crash cart, whoever's first. Good. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, crash cart is here. Hey. Alright.
He's just doing an exercise and then suddenly he told me that...
Okay, you can do breathing. I will just probably connect the patient to monitor.
Okay, so he said he's having chest pain and then he's type 1 BM. I administered 4 liters of oxygen and then I just went to the doctor and when I come back, he's not responsive.
So high quality CPR, push hard and fast, proper rate and depth.
Can you do the compression? I'm a little bit exhausted.
Switch rolls every 2 minutes, make sure it's high quality.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm here.
5, 6,
Can you make it long?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Okay, I'll just, it's working, but I'll just tell you what the rhythm is when you're ready.
30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29,
What did it be?
1 minute from compression.
Okay, patient is connected to the ECG. Let's just hold compressions and it's analyzed. Patient's in ventricular fibrillation. Okay, we're gonna shock the patient. Who's our defibrillator? Did he arrive? Please continue compressions, please. We're gonna shock at 200 joules.
5, 6, 7,
Charging.
9, 10, 11,
Again, the vitals. Gel is here. Let's clear the patient. Okay. Everybody clear?
Clear.
High quality CPR. Let's start an IV line. Doctor, can you start an IV line? Start an IV line here. So, Jocelyn, what happened to the patient?
He's just doing an exercise and
Tell if it's
suddenly
2
he told
minutes.
me
Okay,
that
yeah.
he's having chest pain.
Okay,
Then I
chest pain.
assess, I just told him that I'll just go to the doctor, then when I come back, he's not responsive.
Okay.
He's type 1 DM, 60 years old.
After 2 minutes, you're gonna analyze. And if it's still ventricular fibrillation, we're gonna shock the patient. And IV line should be started.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 minute from compression.
Okay, 1 minute. Continue. High quality CPR. Hard and fast. Do you have anybody here to rotate for compressor? Doctor, can you start an IV line over the other side? You can start from the other side. Okay, there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, what are we thinking? What could be the possible cause of this arrest? And prepare 1 milligram epinephrine, please. Patient on backboard. Attach ambulance, doctor. Start, let's attach backboard. Let's get a backboard. Make the CPR more quality. Okay. And let's remove the transport. Let's remove the bed. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Back on. Okay. Start compressions.
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, let's stop. Let's stop. Clear patient, analyzing. Okay. Patient still ventricular fibrillation. Keep pushing the chest, high quality CPR. I'm going to deliver 300 shock. Charging.
8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
Okay. Clear the patient. Clear. 1, 2, 3, clear. Shock delivered.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, let's prepare 1 milligram of epinephrine.
3, 4,
Get it,
5,
epinephrine.
6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
How's our timing?
40 seconds from
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
So deliver
20.
epinephrine as soon as you can.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Tired?
8,
Stage
9,
shows every 2
30.
minutes per time.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Do you still have a
5,
good
6,
chest?
7, 8,
Right?
9,
1 milligram epinephrine ready.
Okay, please give 1 milligram epinephrine now.
7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2,
1 milligram
4,
epinephrine
5,
delivered.
6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
Thank you. Please note them
1,
down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2.
Tell me if you're not having a good chest
7,
rise,
8, 9.
okay? And if it's hard for you to ventilate.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
How are we doing with the time? You're here. Okay. Please take over asthma and defibrillation.
1, 2,
So please prepare 300 milligrams of amiodarone.
8, 9, 10. 1, 2.
Do you have any other nurse to
5,
do
6,
cycles of CPR? You're
9,
tired?
20. Yeah, I'm tired.
Okay, switch roles.
Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so guys, what can we think of? What possible causes? So patient had, okay, he's diabetic, okay, and then he had some chest side discomfort.
2 minutes.
Okay, let's stop and let's reassess the patient. So there's a change in rhythm.
Then you'll have to come to this side.
Okay. Can we check the pulse, please?
And there is a pulse.
Okay.
There is a pulse.
There
So
is
there's
a
a
pulse.
pulse. Okay, so we go into post-cardiac arrest care. Let's proceed with checking our airway. Is the airway patent? Clear? Okay.
Yep, patient is breathing maybe 16 times per minute.
16 times per minute. Okay. Let's look the patient to O2 saturation and see the O2 saturation of the patient. For the meantime, let's get the blood pressure of the patient. Okay. And we're also gonna get shoulder ECG.
Okay, O2 sat is 73.
73. So I think O2 saturation is below the normal. Okay.
So we'll think of advanced airway.
Okay, we can proceed with advanced airway. And also patient is still,
Can I check for the blood pressure?
yes, sir. Sir, can you
Okay,
hear
he's
me?
not responding.
Not responding, so patient won't be able to protect his own airway. So it's best to do an advanced airway. So please connect advanced airway and connect to waveform capnography. How's the blood pressure?
Blood pressure is, I think, readout. Blood pressure is 95/70.
95/70. So we're maintaining a systolic blood pressure of 95. That's fine. Just keep the IV open. All right. And we're gonna wait for the 12-lead ECG. We're gonna
Okay,
get some blood
12
work.
lead comes back and it shows a ST elevation in
Okay.
V1, V2.
So there are some ST segment changes in V1 and V2. Okay, so we're gonna ask someone to contact the cardiac cath lab.
I'm on it.
Okay. All right. So get some blood work. We start some blood work. Okay. So patient is still not responding. So O2 saturation is down. If you're not ready, you have to ventilate and bag the patient.
Okay, SAT just dropped to 50,
50. Okay.
50.
Okay, just insert. It's fine. No, you don't have to really.
No? Okay.
Amiri AMS notified.
Airway is inserted.
Airway is in.
Yeah. Airway is in. Make sure bilateral breath sounds is there. Just put the ET tube inside. And ventilate the patient. 1 breath every 6 seconds, please. Avoid hyperventilation. Okay, give the breath over 1 second.
Okay, you're getting good breath sounds on the left side,
Left side. On the right side.
and you're getting good breath sounds on the right side.
Okay, so we're ventilating well our patient. How's our O2 saturation or capnography?
That's, right now, it's 60.
Still 60. Okay, we're gonna figure out what's wrong. Why you think that we're from 50?
Well, he wasn't ventilating with the ambu, so.
Okay. So
Okay,
he's already
as you're
intubated.
ventilating, the SATs are starting to come up.
Okay, so it's picking up. Great. Okay. So we've already maintained hemodynamic stability of a patient. We already informed the cath lab. Our patient is still not responding to verbal commands. Would you like to do a target temperature management?
But because he's not responding, so
Yep.
we would give
However,
cold
yep.
saline.
Cold
Okay,
saline.
good.
So we are still in pre-hospital. Okay, it's not advisable for cold saline to do in pre-hospital setup. It should be in a controlled environment. So
we'll try with
probably
the cold packs.
cold
and,
packs and cold
doses.
blankets is fine. So please do cold
Okay,
packs and cold
good.
blankets.
I think we're
Okay,
good.
we're gonna wait for the ambulance. Make sure they're on the way.
And Amiri arrives.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here it comes in.
Good, okay, good. Nice job, guys. Give yourselves a hand. Okay. Okay, so, nice job. Let's kind of go over how things went, okay? Give me some feedback on how you think things went overall,
Okay,
in
so
general.
in general, I think at the beginning we're quite slow, of course,
Hmm.
and we're missing staff. It's really hard
Okay.
to resuscitate someone if you're lacking members there. Okay, it's like you're doing multiple tasks, and at the same time you're forgetting some important tasks because you want to switch roles and stuff. So it's really important that Code Blue members arrive on time, and as much as possible, we utilize people who are available on the site to help us. But towards the end, I think we picked up and we were able to delegate tasks, and I think they're doing a great job. There were some situations where we had some problem in IV and like moving around. Okay,
Being able to find out the medicines. in the
medicine. So
Mm.
he wasn't
slot. They were
able to
not
find
in
out.
the slots.
Exactly.
Okay.
So probably knowing our crash trolley is very important, the location of the drugs, because sometimes, yes, you are not delegated this task, but
Yes.
if the person delegated is not there, you need to know where it's located because you
Yeah,
might have
people
to
need
do
to
that
know
for
where
yourself.
it is.
So that's how I see it.
Okay, good. How about you guys? What do you, how about you? I know you were very tired in the
Yeah,
beginning.
so sad.
Yeah? How
Siya-
do you think overall the initial part went for you with the BLS and then the team arriving?
They take time before they arrive, and I'm
Mhm.
exhausted already. Then that's why I told him to take over the compression, and then I think there is some like the interruption of the compression is a little bit long. That's what I noticed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I liked what I saw because you communicated. You communicated with the other team members and you told them you were tired.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of times people don't share with other people and then they just get exhausted. So nice job with that. Okay, how about you guys?
I think in the beginning we were not coordinated enough.
Yeah.
And later we picked up and then we coordinated. So in the beginning we had delay, we had, like she said, there was a drop in the compression. The problem which I faced was that in the crash cart, I didn't find the medicines in the slot, they were elsewhere. So it took me a
Okay.
little while to find.
Right, okay, okay. Do you guys have these labeled?
We have labels.
Okay, is there only one crash cart or in the hospital, or do you guys have multiple?
We have multiple.
We
Five.
have-
Are they all set up
No,
the same?
Yes,
Not
the
exactly
same.
the same.
No,
Not exactly.
they're different?
It's not the same.
So that's something that you
Maybe write it
guys,
down, so.
yeah, no, that's something you guys
That's
could
why we
work
got
on.
this one.
Have a standardized crash cart.
This is the one which is kind of an equipment standardized. The rest
Oh,
of them
okay,
are not.
okay. Okay. So where is this kept? How far away?
This is in
Basement
the
one.
radiology department basement.
Is that close enough, no matter where the code is?
No, that's the farthest.
Okay. So maybe think about maybe putting the crash cart in the middle of the hospital or something, or
No,
where
we do have
there's.
other crash carts, but
Yeah.
they don't have medicines. So we'll need to think of
They are BLS
Yeah.
crash carts
They are
only,
BLS
without
crash carts.
medicines,
Okay.
without
without medicines,
lines.
without
Right.
any,
Yeah.
That is why, John, we prepared the.
airway management.
Okay,
So that's why now we have prepared a portable
Right.
this thing
okay,
with medicines and things. So that we can move that, but that
Right.
also we'll have to plan where we are going to keep so that we pick up from there.
Exactly.
right. You want it to be there quickly. Yeah, okay. And then, because really the first thing that you want to do is either shock or epi,
Yes.
depending on what it
Yes,
is.
yes.
If it's PEA, asystole, epi, that'll be the first thing, or if it's shockable, then delivering a shock. So you need a defibrillator or AED, and then epi,
And epi.
somewhere that can arrive quickly.
Yes, I think that's
So, it's something to think about.
even if we don't have it kind of fully equipped,
Yeah,
probably that much we can keep the other carts ready
okay,
with the epinephrine. Because shock defib we have.
yeah,
Epinephrine probably we could do.
okay.
We'll see.
How about you?
Actually, I am concentrated on the compression, so
Okay.
I am not worrying about the other teams.
Yeah, and that's good.
That's good actually, yes.
That's good. Because many times I've seen, and I've done it myself, I do airway mainly, and I'm concerned about someone else, then I forget the airway. And then I'm not bagging like I should be. So it's better to concentrate on what you're supposed to do, and then they can figure out what to do. So, good. Okay?
Is that height good for you, this bed?
No,
No.
Yeah, I noticed when going
we're
to.
Yeah.
trying to make it down,
Doing
but we
this.
can't.
Okay. So did the team, do you feel you did good compressions? Like after, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes in, do you think you were doing good compressions?
No,
I mean, okay, good.
No, I'm
Nice
tired.
self-assessment.
no.
Did anybody say anything to you?
No.
Okay.
I-
So who-
yeah.
Who's responsible? Who's responsible to tell you?
The team leader, the compressor.
No, anybody. You know,
Anybody.
Anybody. Because we're all in this together. So if you ever notice compressions aren't being done well, or ventilations, you're not seeing chest rise, or it's too frequently, then you're totally okay to say something, even if you're not the team leader. Okay? Because that's very, very important. Okay? How about the timings?
Yeah,
Did we do good on the timings?
Yes,
2-minute cycles?
Is it only 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Did you really do 2 minutes of CPR, or are you making it faster?
No, I'm keeping the track. 2 minutes, yeah.
Oh, you're timing it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
You know, I just
Yeah.
realized in an emergency, you don't realize that's
time.
how quick it is.
Yeah.
Because in practice, like, switch roles, 2
Right.
minutes.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's very quick, and it's like, when you're hyped, you don't realize it's already 2 minutes and you have to switch.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So, okay, and so when do you start your timer?
The timer was started during the initial compression given by the healthcare provider at bedside. So,
Okay.
but it was interrupted, so I started again. But when the full crew member started the compression, I keep track on that.
Okay.
Every 2 minutes.
Good.
And
Okay.
Yeah, we keep it on the mark, including the medication here on the mark.
In reality,
Hmm.
it will be actually when a person takes over the recording, right? From there he will start counting.
From where?
No, the person say she's alone.
Yeah.
Nobody there to record or to count.
No, and that's not,
So after the people arrive,
Yeah.
and one person is allocated that okay you record.
Right.
From then on the timing will be recorded, isn't it?
Right. So really, after you get the first shock or you give the first epi with PEAA systole, then you're going to start your 2-minute cycles. In the beginning, because really it's all a matter of priorities, like
Yes.
immediately. So you came in and you grabbed your clipboard, okay? And that could be said that maybe you should have, instead of getting your clipboard, you should have been helping getting the board underneath, getting the patient ready, getting the headboard was on for a long, long time. We could have taken
Yeah.
that
Which
off.
I,
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that could have been a different priority. And then once everything's going, then you could have started recording.
Yep.
You know, just a suggestion. Okay.
Yes, I think Luis, that will probably be our priority because as it is we have less number of people here. So person who comes in will have to actually get on to the resuscitation. The first
Start on CPR right away.
Yeah.
BLS,
See,
BLS.
the BLS code
You know-
itself will consume all the people who are around.
Because
And then we will probably allocate, okay, now you start recording or now you kind of take the airway or one person to over
And that
people.
will be hopefully our plan after we train ourselves, we become more competent and we go outside and have some mini workshops with the nurses, just we'll see the timing, switching roles and doing high quality CPR. In the initial phase, it's very crucial. So, yeah.
And I was curious, what happened to you?
For me, I came late, 6 minutes.
Okay. Why?
So in a real situation, it will not. We will not do like this. Within maximum 2 minutes, everybody will reach full
Right.
patient.
Okay.
It's not a big complex, so for us to reach, it doesn't take too much time.
Yeah.
So for a given building and given scenario,
Yeah.
I think we will be able to reach. So far we have been able to reach within 2 minutes.
Okay,
right.
that's good.
According our recording for
So
last
far. So far,
code blue,
whatever,
maximum 2 minutes, everybody
Okay.
will be.
Okay. And something to think about, if someone doesn't arrive, like Lewis was saying before, if somebody doesn't arrive, maybe the defibrillator is in the bathroom and he didn't hear the overhead page. So somebody should be able to, if it's time to shock, somebody should be able to take over and shock.
Handling, yeah.
If somebody's not available or if they're not in the building, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of feedback. One thing that I missed hearing was when you guys arrived, I think it's a good idea to also tell everybody what role you have. You know, when you come in the room, hey, I'm here to do medication, I'm the team leader, I'm doing recording, but I'll help you out. I'm doing medication,
Yes.
you know, so everybody knows who you are and what your assignment is, okay? So that might be, you know, kind of keep that in mind. If possible, what side should the compressor be on? Left or the right side?
Right.
Opposite side
It
from
can be
IV.
both ways, compressor
Okay,
can be
opposite
there
what?
both ways.
From
but
IV, because crash trolley should be in IV line. Side of IV.
Okay. So, yeah, so what do you think, Jocelyn?
You told me you should be opposite to the crash cart.
Yeah, the
When you do
compressor should
compression.
generally be on the opposite side. And I don't know how you guys are setting up your, so I don't want to step on any toes.
No,
In our
and
practice, it's-
it also varies as to where the code blue is because there are different
Yeah,
areas,
right.
clinics, rooms. There may not be adequate space on the right side or on
Right.
the left side. So depending on that, we'll have to
Okay.
arrange.
So the big thing is when you get into the room, adjust the room. Like at Adan or Dabus, sometimes we even had to put the bed at an angle.
Exactly.
You know? And maybe the crash cart is always best up here team leader back here, and he can see everything, okay? But sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes the crash cart will be here.
So that would be a preferred kind
Yeah,
of.
that's preferred. It's preferred that the CPR person be opposite, and if I'm here and the crash cart comes in, then the next cycle, the person should start from here and be on
So
that
that would be
side.
delay in CPR as well.
No, let's say if I,
Decreasing the delay in CPR.
yeah, yes,
There.
yes,
Decrease
okay,
delay.
yes.
Also, come to think of it, you are a CPR person, crash cuts, you have, the space, you will be shocking here and you are compressing here, so there's no space for you, so one has to be very flexible.
Yeah. Medication person, I found when we were over in Dabusada, best to be on the same side as the crash cart because all your meds are here. So it's much easier, and if you have one roll, if you're sharing, if one person is sharing a roll, it could be medication and defibrillator, because the defib is really just 10 seconds, and the medication isn't the entire time. So it's just something to think about. And then, are you guys flushing? How are you giving your epinephrine? Like generally, in a total of 10 ml, or how? Or 1 ml
Direct
or?
and
1 ml push.
Push
Huh?
and flush.
1 ml push and the IV line is
Flush.
on.
Okay, so you might want to look into that because now they're recommending that you give it in a total of 10 ml.
Diluted.
The one,
Diluted.
1 milligram of epi, but a total of 10 ml,
9
and then
ml
you
of
can
saline
flush
and
after it.
flush.
Yeah,
Okay,
and if you
this
have a
is
bag
not,
attached, then squeeze the
Considered
bag.
before?
No.
No, we have not gone over this. We have so far been with the concept of 1 ml flush and saline on.
Okay,
So if that is the recommendation, we will implement it.
yeah, so just look into that. And then also squeeze the bag to give a more of a flush. Okay. Headboard, we talked about that. And post-cardiac arrest care. The team leader, you were doing a very good job. You were like right in on it and everything, so, and on top of everything, so. Okay, the last thing, and then I'll give it over to Louis, is the goals that, and every place is gonna be different. But the goals that we set up was 2 minutes, or to start compressions, 10 seconds. After, let's see, hang on. I'll just give you some of what actually happened here. Okay, so we started our compressions about 22 seconds after pulse check. Okay, normally our goal is 10 seconds after pulse check. So if you don't find a pulse, shout for a code blue and immediately jump on the chest. Okay?
So for us, we started 22 seconds?
Yeah, 22 seconds, roughly. Okay? Then crash cart arrived about 1 minute, 45 seconds, but that was due to arrival times, so it's, and then you guys all had your arrival times. We try to have everybody arrive within 2 minutes, okay? And the reason for that is because the goal for delivering the first shock should be under 3 minutes, okay? If you can deliver a shock under 3 minutes after pulse check, you're doing really good, okay? And if it's not shockable, then you should be giving the vasopressor under 3 minutes after pulse check. And if you can do that, that's very, very good, okay? And that's it right now. So I think overall you guys did a good job, a great job. And the more you practice, the better and the quicker it'll be. So, and the more you function as a team, the smoother it'll be. So.
I think first thing was, thank you very much for complimenting us.
Yeah.
Taking into account the duration for which we've been together, I think we didn't do badly. We've been together for a very short, just about a couple of months.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, I think all of you, all of us.
One problem which we do have here and which we are going to face for some more time to come is we don't have enough members in the code blue team. We are trying to,
Even at
Recruit.
least one,
recruit
you know.
more,
Mhm.
but it's taking a bit of
But,
time.
I mean,
because
but
everybody
like
is-
EMS teams, sometimes there are only 2 people. And back home in the US, they will code, here they kind of scoop and bring them to the hospital, right? If I'm correct? Or EMS? They won't code them, they'll just bring them to the hospital,
Yes,
right?
they mostly they transport, they just transport.
Yeah?
I don't know if they do compressions and all. on
Well,
the way.
when I was working, yes, I'm doing the rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scoop and go.
Oh, scoop and go, okay.